victim, 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 victim.
Victim, a harsh word. Jacob Daniel Dantry, known as Dan Dantry in West Virginia, where he hosted a show called Mountain Heritage in the early 90s. This footage was taken the day Dantry disappeared in August 1992. His whereabouts are still unknown. Dan Dantry was filming an episode of Mountain Heritage profiling a so-called cult in the Appalachian Mountains of West Virginia. Newly uncovered footage recorded on that day and the events of one noteworthy day last year have shed some light on what might have happened to this Dantry fellow in 1992.
These mountains are older than any man, and it's that knowledge that has a handful of individuals coming to seek refuge in them. I'm Dan Dantry, and this is Mountain Heritage. Today, we're gonna try... Damn it! Sit! These hills have been here longer than any man, and...
The characteristic of Dan Dantry that sticks out the most from the footage of that day is his temper.
Oh, sorry that I'm so tense, you know? I mean, you guys screw up, and they see my mug on the TV. They don't even know.
The only crew members with Dan Dantry were director Tony Deal, who is behind camera, and sound guy Pat Palm.
Just like traditional
Wait,
Native American.
wait, cut.
What?
I accidentally turned the mic off.
Is this a joke? Are you kidding me?
No, Dan, it was a mistake.
Oh my gosh. It's a miracle you even have a job.
Dan, leave it alone.
What? I am not off base here. I'm totally on base.
Just get through.
He's incompetent. Can't. See, I'm just trying to put this whole thing together in my head, and it's just not there.
I don't know. I don't know how this happened. It's just like Dan was not himself. I wish we could just take it all back. Like, we shouldn't have been up there. That was twisted.
Me and Dan got along okay. He would mess around with me sometimes, but I always knew it was from a place of like love. He was like an older brother who just messed around with me sometimes.
Now, did you see anything different going on with him? Maybe he was acting strange?
Can I use the bathroom?
Oh, you need his bathroom right now?
Yeah, I really need to go.
Could you just maybe answer my question first?
This has been the worst day, and I just need you to let me go to the bathroom.
The religion Dan Dantry and his crew were tasked with profiling that day was more a collection of mystical-minded young people pulled together by the quiet charisma of their leader, Tommy Phantom. A majority of Phantom's followers have been reported missing by their families over the past 2 decades or have simply vanished from the public eye. Speculation that Tommy Phantom murdered or somehow brainwashed his followers runs rampant in West Virginia, even today.
The followers hope to gain a closer connection to nature as well as each other through these rituals. Luckily,
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Good. Yeah.
Luckily, we were able to view one of these rituals today. I would guess that some aspects of this ritual are based in ancient Appalachian ceremonies. Tommy Phantom acts as the spiritual leader of the group, but you won't hear him say that. Phantom brings forth an intensity and calm that immediately establishes a dominant presence to those around him.
Are you okay?
What do you think? God. So, is Tommy Phantom your birth name?
No.
Well, where does that name come from?
The name is of little significance. I listen to the vibes of the earth, and they tell me my name. Do you see this leaf, Dan?
Yeah. See the leaf?
I'm sure this leaf would rather be up in its tree right now, but it's on the ground, and that's okay. This leaf was meant to be on the ground, Daniel, and it's perfect just as it is. And we as human beings will become what we're supposed to be if we listen to the wants of the earth.
E-Reef! E-Reef! It's over! It's over! T.A. T.A.
Generally,
Enough!
outsiders are strictly forbidden from participating in this ceremony. But luckily, the group decided to let me join in.
Shiasha! Shiasha!
It may sound like nonsense, but Phantom is actually vocalizing the voice of the flames. He says that vocalizing the voice of the flames brings a closer connection to fire and nature.
Dan Dantry's involvement in this ritual looks to have transformed him from interested television presenter to active participant.
Down! Fiery! Fiery!
It does.
There was something weird about the smoke. It had, like, chemicals in it or something.
Chemical? Can you know for sure?
I don't know, but, like, yeah, Dan, like, wasn't himself at all after that. Like, you couldn't even reason with him.
I don't like this, Dan.
We want to try to understand these guys. I just feel like if I don't take part, we're not taking them seriously.
Why the blindfold?
They said if you listen to nature, your intuition will lead you where you need to go.
You really want to do this?
What do you think, Pat?
I don't know. I can see both sides.
Did Dantry seem to like this Tommy Phantom guy?
Yeah, I think he was just saying what he wanted to hear.
You mean that Phantom was saying what Dantry wanted to hear.
Yeah.
So would you say Dantry was sort of charmed by him?
Yeah, I would say so.
I've never seen Dan like act like that. I know he was having a hard time. But this guy he just won him over so easy.
Now what do you mean having a hard time?
Just family stuff, like nothing out of the ordinary. I guess you just never know what's going on with the person, and that was true with Dan.
Has Dan ever exhibited behavior like this that would make you worry about him before?
No. I thought I knew him. I thought I knew him.
There is something you should know about Dan Dantry and his life in 1992. Dantry's wife was 7 months pregnant. They were expecting a baby girl, Danielle.
Turn the camera on. It's on.
All right, now at this point, how long had it been since you had seen Dan?
It was close to an hour. I would say an hour.
This is only the beginning, Dan. This is necessary for you to get where you need to be.
Let's get out of here, man. This is crazy. Come on.
Don't listen to them, Daniel. Only you know how you
Dan?
feel.
Let's go.
That's just
We need to get out of here.
That's just noise, Daniel. I'm gonna need you to turn the camera off.
Why? Leave it on.
If you would have the decency to turn the camera off. Turn it off!
I was screaming at him to come with me. And he tried to push me away, and that's when two of the others came and knocked me to the ground. When I got up, I saw Dan running through the trees.
Were you injured at all during the struggle?
Yeah, I bruised my elbow.
Where at?
It's right there. It's kind of tiny.
Oh, yeah. When did you decide to get out of there?
Well, Phantom and his guys started pursuing Dan. That's when I realized there's nothing we could do to get him out.
Now, did you ever fear for your own safety?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have left him. I don't know. I mean, he was my friend. He wasn't himself, but he was my friend.
What a terrible day.
Dan Dantry has not been seen since that day in 1992. The police investigation was never able to track down Dantry, and legitimate leads fizzled out. Pat moved to Alaska in 1995 and has not been seen in public since 2003. Tony refused to speak about Dantry in the years following his disappearance. He died from an unknown illness last year. Perhaps the biggest victim of this whole incident is Danielle Dantry, an innocent girl, the child of an idiot. One day last year, Danielle received a visitor that led to the first information regarding Dan Dantry in over 20 years. Laura, the only child of Tony, tracked down Danielle to give her a very important message. Laura explained that her father had left instructions in his will to deliver a video to Danielle.
Danielle, I don't know you, but I'm sure you've heard a lot about me. I'm sorry for not being there to be your father. But I had to be true to myself. I had to be who I was put on this earth to be. Now, I don't expect you to forgive me for not being there. I'm sorry for being so selfish. I love you, Danielle.
Daniel, let's go.
And so, a stupid local television show in 1992 ruined the lives of 3 individuals. The video Damptree left for Danielle did not lead to his discovery. One must ask if anyone wants him to be found.